Hey folks, your OS Reviews. You're watching our video first look and a first impressions review of the FTLL 5 USB charging station dock. This is a USB charging hub. It's a smart charging hub since it's not going to overheat or overcharge your devices, but you can then stack on these little trays and they can hold your tablets and phones in one place when you're charging it. So it might be good for the bedroom, it's going to be good for the office, or in one area in the house or in a building where you want to consolidate all your device charging. It can charge up to Apple iPads and more power-hungry tablets as well because it features up to 5-volt 2.1 amps, which is more than sufficient for even larger electronics in addition to smartphones, of course. Otherwise, this one does not have a Qualcomm Quick Charge certification, so it's not going to be quite as swift as more expensive accessories, but you can find this one on Amazon for sub $40, which is fairly inexpensive already for the design and the all-in-one integration that you get. We'll take a closer look at the build of the base in a second. Otherwise, inside here, there's access to the aforementioned cable that plugs into the wall. The cable length is adequate. I feel like it could be slightly longer, but it's not too bad. As long as you have a table or a desk nearby, it should still comfortably stretch the table where the base is situated. There's also access to the aforementioned trays that you stack onto the top of the charging hub's design in order to make it stand up and hold the tablets in place when you're using it. So taking a quick look at the station first, it's made out of plastic. The top though does feature a layer of soft touch material, which prevents your phones or tablets from scratching when you place it on a surface. In addition, it also makes it slightly easier to pop in the devices without having it fall off. It's a pretty nice design. You can see on the bottom here, there are the various 5 ports, and the first 3 you can see are 1 amp ports, which is going to be good for phones, for power banks, as well as smaller electronics. And then the 2 here with 5-volt 2.4 amps are better suited for more power-hungry devices. On the back here, you have access to the aforementioned power AC cable. It's pretty standard. And then finally, there's access to 4 rubber feet on the very back, which prevents sliding around on a surface or a desk. So it stays in place pretty nicely when you have it on a surface. Here's what the hub looks like with the plates assembled and plugged into the wall. You can see that the indicator here is turned red to show that power is flowing through, and it also will intelligently charge each of your device independent of one another. So if the battery reaches 100% in this one port, it's going to shut off this port first, and then your other devices can still charge on the other side. So again, that prevents overheating and also overcharging of your electronics. Otherwise, you can see it has a pretty small overall footprint, so you can take off the plates fairly easily and then use it for travel purposes, and it doesn't really get that hot. And what I like about this particular unit is that there isn't a fan in the background. A lot of times with these power-hungry USB hubs is that you'll have a fan kick in just to prevent heat from getting built up, and that creates some background noise. But this one is completely silent since it uses passive cooling instead of an active ingredient. So let's take a quick look at how the charging process works. If I plug in, let's say, a MP3 player to be charged using one of the ports on the top here, I simply plug this in, no other keys are required, and it should start charging automatically. Otherwise, charging rate and performance is about average. It sits in place pretty well, and your smaller electronics, as well as your average Android smartphone and the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, will charge up in under 3 hours or so. So not the fastest performance in the world, especially if you have a Qualcomm Quick Charge enabled device, and if you have a larger phablet with a massive battery, that will take longer to completely charge. Even if you use the 2.4 amp port on the sides here with an Apple iPad or a larger tablet, it will take up to potentially 6 hours to completely charge your device. But otherwise, it's performs quite well compared to comparable chargers that I've tested. Obviously not quite the same rate as a Qualcomm Quick Charge enabled product, but again, that comes at a steeper price point, whereas this one is a lot more budget friendly and is going to be already suitable for most folks to use in the kitchen, in the office, around the home, or even when they're traveling. So you can check out more information about this 5 USB port hub in our official written review. But for now, this has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews.